Adonai Yishmorcha b'kol roish v'nafshecha. Adonai Yishmor tzisro b'yacho mi'ato v'yado ilom. Friends, let's give some tzedakah and together in the theme of Hakel unity, and I'll let you please listen while I share with you a thought. Chances are that when you will ask someone, who is greater, human being or an angel? The natural reaction would be angels. They're godly, they're divine, they're holy, they're so amazing. So much so that a mother, when it wants to give a great compliment to a little child, gets very excited. You my angel, my malachal. Yet, when we look at the parsha of this week, where we encounter 3 angels, not just one, we see that we are superior than they are. And let me explain. Story is, Avraham Avinu circumcised himself at the age of 99, as we learned at the end of last week's parasha. The beginning of this week's parasha, Vayero, God is coming to visit the sick, doing the mitzvah of Bikur Cholim, visiting the sick. And he sees that Avraham Avinu is in a bad mood. He's down. What's the matter? It is so hot outside, in the middle of the desert, and there's nobody walking by, and I can't be of any servitude, I can't be of any help. Because as we know, Avraham Avinu was day and night busy feeding people, nourishing them spiritually and physically, or physically and then spiritually. By way of food, he would show them, explain to them the existence of God. And here is a hot day, no movement. So God makes a miracle, and suddenly 3 people appear. Now, as we find out, these are not real people, although Avraham is insisting on them to come and eat, and so on and so forth, but we know that these were 3 angels. And Rashi says the following. What are the 3 angels here for? One is here to notify Sarah that she's going to give birth, and this is Malach Michael. And one came to destroy Sodom, this is Malach Gavriel. And one is here to heal Avraham Avinu, doctor, Malach Rafael. And Rashi says, She'ein Malach echad oiseh shtei shlichus. Because one angel cannot do 2 different types of missions. In other words, Rashi tells us that an angel, in modern terminology, is a pre-programmed being. And is programmed just one-dimensional. Could only act in kindness. Could only act in severity. Could only be healing or similar to healing. Something which is completely different, impossible. Yet we are being called to act in all kinds of fashions. Take Avraham Avinu. Avraham Avinu, who was the quintessential midah of chesed, kindness. He is called to act also in a matter of severity. Sacrifice your son, send away Yishmael. Acts which are contrary to his nature. Why? Because since we are beings with freedom of choice, so to be able to carry out our task of freedom of choice, of choosing, we have received different, conflicting, opposing powers. Which is, by the way, what the Torah says right in the beginning, that we are created in the image of God. What does it mean? God has no image. What it means is, just like God has the 10 attributes, 3 intellectual and 6, 7 emotional ones, so too we human beings, we have these Chabad, Chachma, Bin Adaz, the 3 intellectual one, Chesed, Gevurah, Tiferes, Netzach, Hod, Yesod, and Malchus, which represent the emotional qualities. It's because we have all these different emotional qualities and our wisdom, we are capable to function in contradictory, in opposing manners. And that's why God says, you are my partner in creation. Angels are not partners in creations. Angels are created and they have a certain mission to do. We are partners in creations in what sense? that we have to perfect. God is giving us the raw material and created the world, and our task as His partner with the qualities that we have given the opportunity, the task, and the merit to make it into the perfect world. That's where we are superior to angels. So next time when you want to tell your child, my malachu, no, it's not a compliment. Call him my menschele, my wonderful man. And with this task that we have, we are going and we're finishing, we're ending it now so as to bring it to its final climax, which is the reconstruction of the Beis HaMikdash with Mashiach there.